Hello, my name is Nomad. I'm here for Esports Heaven. I'm sitting down with Zai from Team Secret. Thanks for sitting down with us. First thing I want to get straight to the point with this one. I put you on my fantasy team actually. Had you down for plus 25% on First Bloods, and on that day you didn't get a single First Blood. So, how does that make you?
I feel like that's a bad bet on your end. I feel like I end up getting first blooded more than I do getting first bloods. So, yeah.
I got unlucky. All right, okay. Well, I still don't forgive you for that. But anyway, you guys, Team Secret. I mean, favorites coming in, I would say. Maybe tied with Vici Gaming. But I mean, you guys have just looked unstoppable all season. Are you guys feeling like this is going to be your tournament as well? Is this your TI?
Well, it's always hard to say before you get into playoffs. We know for sure that we're capable of winning TI, 100%, and we're confident that we can do it as well. But there's always teams that you maybe didn't expect to show up at TI. We have OG, who's back in TI form, that are looking super impressive yet again. I think Newbie is also a very impressive team that didn't really accomplish anything during the season, but now they're actually a very strong contender. And all the other big names that came here, Vici, LG, EG, VP, they're all in upper brackets, so there's a lot of strong teams here, and it's going to take a lot of effort to win. But as I said, we know we can do it, so we'll give it our all.
Yeah, I actually heard. I think it was Yapsor giving an interview over the corner of my eyes, and he was saying, the whole team. There's just this feeling within the team that you can do it on this TI. So is that just coming from your success throughout the DPC, or is that coming from someone just being a constant positive voice within the team?
It's probably a bit of both. I mean, we've shown throughout the season that we are capable of competing with everyone, and we won against all the teams that are here. For example, against OG, I don't think we had a single difficult match throughout the season. But if you ask me now if I was confident to play OG, it would be entirely different, So TI it's a different beast entirely, and a lot of things change, and your perspective changes on things, which is why it's hard to be labeled favorites sometimes, because it's all based on what you accomplished during the season. Whereas TI, the only thing that matters is if you show up or not. So yeah.
Very interesting. Do you think it's different, the feel? You already talked about the TI feel, and everybody plays differently at TI, throughout the year. Do you think it being in Shanghai has made a difference for anybody?
I wouldn't say for the Dota part. I think the Dota part of TI is essentially the same. It's the same kind of experience, the same feeling that you experienced during the other TIs, and whether it was in Vancouver or Seattle. It's the same pressure during groups. It's the same excitement to see who gets out of groups, see how you get to play, who you get to play in playoffs, and then you see what happens. The most interesting part about TI is literally what's going on right now. It's the part between group stage and playoffs, in my opinion. It's where everything gets extremely serious, and where the most important changes are going to be made. And you'll see whoever figures out the best things and the most things about everyone who's here and about themselves during this time will be the best team. So all of that is still the same. It being in Shanghai is a bit new, but I haven't left the hotel in 2 weeks or something, so not a bunch of new feelings like that. Yeah.
Right. So it's kind of like a reset button then. These kind of couple of days. This day where everybody's got off, and then there's the lower brackets obviously coming out tomorrow. But you've then got 2 days between now and so you're coming into this upper bracket, you're completely refreshed. Is that just then open field once again? You think that the group stages don't matter? Because obviously last year that's exactly what happened. VGJ Storm and I can't remember the other team, but 2 NA teams were ahead and they just got knocked down very, very quickly. So having pressed that reset button, are you saying it's just going to be an open shooting game? It doesn't matter that OG came top of the group. It doesn't matter that LGD managed to take a series off you in the groups. You think it just doesn't matter?
It does matter, but not in the sense that if they beat us before, that means they'll beat us again. That kind of thing. I think throughout all the TIs I've been to, I've had instances where I managed to actually change for the better. Or not personally as myself, but as a team unit, that we managed to change for the better, and times that we managed not to change at all, and we ended up losing. I think it's been proven that if you do, just figure out what you need to do and figure out what you're supposed to do with your team, what you're good at, what you want to play, what you think the enemy is going to play. If you figure out all these things while you have time off, you'll be a better team. So if they beat us before, they might do it again, but we're not going to fall for the same thing again, you know. So if they haven't changed anything up, I wouldn't care for it in playoffs.
Definitely a good attitude to have coming into those playoffs. So you obviously, off-laner of the very varied variety. You can really kind of mix it up. Do you feel like this, the meta right now, and this kind of craziness that we've had, so many different heroes being picked in this group stage, do you feel like that's been advantageous to you?
I feel like it's kind of a requirement at this point for teams to be able to play a wide variety of heroes. I think if you don't have players in respective roles that are not capable of playing a bunch of different things, you're kind of coming up short. So I think it's kind of just a requirement at this point. And for me, I don't even think my hero pool was that varied during the group stage. Like mid one, for example, I think played a bunch of heroes. Some to limited success, some to okay success. But yeah, if it feels natural and if it fits the game and it's a good pick, then you should be able to play it to some degree. Like, I wouldn't say I'm an expert on all the offlane heroes or all the heroes that I play, but if it looks good enough, I'll play it, and usually that's enough to win.
Very interesting. So there's kind of a fleeting kind of what's the preparation though when you pick up a new hero, right? Is that like a case where you're watching somebody else play it and going, I could do that, or are you watching someone else play it and then you go into the practice room and you scrim with it, or like you just try it out or play some pubs with it, or do you literally just see it's been picked and go, or hear it's been picked, or think this looks good in this game, let's just go for it? I haven't played it in a month, 2 months, a year. Would you just go for it anyway?
Yeah, for sure. But most of the time, at this point in time during TI, nothing that comes out. Oh, I won't say that because IO SafeLink came out and it seems very strong. So a lot of things just come out. But when they do come out, they make sense. They always make sense, and it's not like we all play this game to death. We all play countless hours, so we're aware of things, even though maybe we haven't brought them into our own team and made plans for the hero specifically. But once we see it, or once you see it in some pub, or once you just notice it, then it makes sense. So I think everyone's just very, very experienced with the game. So if you do notice that something could be played here, regardless of if you haven't played it, as long as you don't have some super weird understanding of the hero, it will click and it'll be pretty natural, even though you maybe don't practice it that much.
Okay, that's interesting. So, out of all the heroes you've been playing recently, which one is the most fun, and which one do you most want to play on the main stage and just have an awesome game with and kick some ass?
I would say, TI9 is a lot of fun, but it's just a fun hero overall. I'm not sure if I get to play him, but TI9 is a lot of fun. I really enjoy playing that hero now. Actually, more than that, Spirit Breaker, but it's probably not coming out. Or maybe. You never know.
All right, I think that's it for the questions. I do just want to get one little thing. We, of course, have our whiteboard here, the Dota Heaven official whiteboard. And what I want you to do is I want you to draw you the most memorable moment from the group stages. See how good your in-game recreations are. Yep, I'm drawing the map. Zai, Radiant. Watching an artist at work. All right, let's hold it up. Yep. Perfect.
This is game 1. Is the lines?
Against Alliance, yeah.
Where we ended up getting mega'd by Alliance, and then we had this Broodmother on mid one, who just kind of 1v5'd, and at one point he just started, like, we killed him on our base, and we just booked it on mid, and that was it.
One of the many Mega Creep comebacks, but definitely a memorable one for you, and forever immortalised in this beautiful, beautiful portrait here. Thank you very much for that. All right, Zai, I'm going to let you go, but thank you so much for coming to talk to us, and good luck in, of course, the playoffs. I hope to see you do well.
Log in now at Estars.com. It's a free-to-play contest platform with tens of millions of dollars up for grabs every year, covering all of your favorite esports. Correctly predict the outcomes of top esports events, and you can win as much as the pros. So start racking up stars, earn rewards, and show off your expertise. If you really love esports, don't just follow the pros, win like one too. Because at Estars.com, anyone can win. No purchase necessary. Eligibility and other rules apply. Visit Estars.com. Contest rules for official rules.